All right, so we've got a pretty intense file here all about ashwagandha. You know, all the whispers, the legends. Are you feeling that pressure? Are you feeling that metabolism slowing down?
You know, when you hit 40, it can feel like your body is betraying you.
But what if there was a weapon out there, a botanical weapon that's been around for like 3,000 years to fight back against all that?
That's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, we're diving deep into the science behind ashwagandha and how this is about taking back your power.
Okay, so let's start with this silent saboteur cortisol. You know, when you have chronic stress, your cortisol levels go through the roof, especially after, you hit 40. And then what happens?
Yeah, what happens?
Well, you start to gain weight, especially around the belly. You can't sleep, and you crave anything that will give you that, instant gratification.
It's like your brain is a battlefield. And cortisol is like the enemy, just, tearing everything down.
Right, and ashwagandha is your counterintelligence.
I like it.
Yeah, there's research coming out of Tehran University of Medical Sciences, and they're finding that ashwagandha can actually cut cortisol levels by almost 28%.
Wow, that's huge.
It is, and, they observed that ashwagandha actually interacts with the GABA receptors in the brain, and it makes them more sensitive, which has this calming effect.
So it's not just, putting a Band-Aid over the stress. It's actually, fighting it at the source.
Exactly. It's addressing the root cause.
It's like this little root has been, fighting this battle for thousands of years, just quietly restoring balance.
Absolutely. Now think about this. What if this same herb could actually reignite your metabolism?
Wait, really?
Yeah. Researchers at Kyunghee University are showing that ashwagandha can help you lose those stubborn pounds, especially that belly fat,
Oh man, that's my problem right there.
Right. And it does this by, giving your thyroid a little nudge, helping it to produce the right hormones to really stoke your metabolic fire.
So it's like ashwagandha is like an engineer, like a fine-tuning your body's engine, making it burn cleaner and hotter.
Exactly. It's optimizing your system for peak performance.
I like it. But okay, we've got to talk about cravings, right? Those late night urges for, the sugary stuff or the fatty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Those aren't just willpower failures, right?
No, they're not.
It's like these neurochemical ninjas. They're hijacking your reward system.
That's a great way to put it. And stress just messes with those key neurotransmitters.
Yeah.
Like serotonin, which is your chill out chemical, and dopamine, the pleasure molecule.
Right. And it makes you just reach for anything to make you feel better for a minute.
Exactly. And ashwagandha steps in here too. Researchers at the University of Tsukuba in Japan have found that it can significantly increase serotonin levels in the brain.
So you actually start to feel better.
Yes. You restore that sense of calm and satisfaction. And at the same time, it also modulates those dopamine pathways so you don't get those crazy swings that make you crave those things.
So it's like ashwagandha is bringing order to the neurochemical battlefield. It's like helping us fight those cravings instead of just giving into them.
Exactly. It's empowering you to take control.
I love it. Now, what about sleep?
Oh, sleep is so important.
Yes, especially when you're, dealing with all this other stuff.
Absolutely. And studies from Banaras Hindu University, which, they've been diving deep into this ancient Ayurvedic wisdom.
Okay.
They're showing that ashwagandha can actually really improve the quality of your sleep. It helps you fall asleep faster and you stay asleep longer.
Feels like ashwagandha is like building this fortress of sleep around you.
Yes, it's protecting you from the anxieties of the day, giving you that deep, restful sleep that you need to recover and rejuvenate.
I like that. Okay, now for the really fascinating part.
Okay.
Ashwagandha, this is what it does. It boosts something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Have you heard of this?
Of course.
So it's basically like fertilizer for your brain, right? It helps grow new brain cells, and it makes the ones you have stronger.
That's a great way to put it, and it's not just speculation. There was a 2020 meta-analysis, and that means they looked at a bunch of different studies.
Right, so this is like serious science.
Absolutely, and they found that ashwagandha led to some real improvements in memory attention and processing speed.
Like your brain is just firing on all cylinders.
Exactly, and there's even research from the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center suggesting that ashwagandha can actually make your brain more resilient to stress.
So hold on, so it's not just managing stress, it's like making your brain stronger so it can handle more stress.
Exactly, it's like building a fortress for your mind.
This is incredible. Yeah. So we're talking about an herb that can conquer stress, reignite metabolism, crush cravings, build a fortress of sleep, and supercharge the brain.
That's right. We're talking about reclaiming your power, the power to feel sharper, calmer, more energized.
This is amazing. We're just scratching the surface here.
It's like this ancient knowledge has been hidden, just whispered about in these old texts, and now we're finally bringing it to light.
Okay, so we've uncovered these incredible powers of ashwagandha, but how do we actually tap into this ancient wisdom? How do we actually unleash its full potential?
Yeah, we need to get tactical. This isn't just about taking some random potion. It's about understanding the source and the different forms, and how to unlock its true power.
So we're talking about like powders and capsules and extracts. Is it kind of like choosing the right weapon for a specific battle?
Exactly. Powders, for example, they're very versatile. You can blend them into a smoothie. You can fold them into yogurt. You can even bake with them.
That's like you're infusing your food with a secret code, like a hidden power-up.
Right. And then you have capsules and tablets, very precise, potent, perfect for when you're on the go. And then there are liquid extracts, which are for rapid absorption. It's like the essence of ashwagandha distilled into this potent elixir.
Wow. So there's so many ways to access this ancient power.
Yeah.
But how much do we actually need to tip the scale to actually feel the shift?
Yeah, dosage is key. It's not about brute force. It's about understanding your own internal terrain. And most of the studies that have shown these really powerful effects, they use dosages between 300 and 600 milligrams daily, often divided into 2 doses.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, the right frequency to work with your system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start low, listen to your body, and gradually increase as needed. And remember, this isn't a quick fix. It's about restoring balance over time.
It's like a partnership, not a transaction. We're learning to work with this ancient ally.
Exactly. Now, quality, this is so important. Not all ashwagandha is created equal. You want extracts that are standardized for potency. They should be verified by independent labs.
So we're talking about purity and power.
Exactly. Your health, your potential, it's worth investing in true quality.
Absolutely.
And timing is also really important. You can actually fine-tune the effects based on when you take it.
Okay, how so?
Well, some people find that taking ashwagandha in the morning helps them focus and, gives them that sustained energy throughout the day.
It's like a shield against, the demands of the modern world.
Exactly. And then other people find that taking it in the evening, maybe an hour or 2 before bed, really promotes deep, restful sleep.
So it's about understanding your own rhythm, your own needs.
Precisely. Ashwagandha adapts to what you need. It's a truly personalized path to power.
I love that, but, this isn't a free pass to ignore the fundamentals, right?
Of course not.
Like ashwagandha works best if you're already, living a balanced life, right?
Absolutely. Nourishing food, mindful movement, moments of stillness, these are all essential.
So it's not a Band-Aid, it's more like an amplifier.
Yeah.
It amplifies the effects of the choices you're already making.
Precisely. It's about synergy, not substitution. Ashwagandha helps us unlock the power within, but we have to meet it halfway.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's about weaving this ancient wisdom into the fabric of our modern lives.
Exactly. And there are even more specific strategies that we can use to personalize this journey, to really tailor ashwagandha's power to your unique needs and aspirations.
All right, so we've mapped out the terrain. We've got our weapons now. Let's talk strategy. How do we deploy ashwagandha?
Yeah.
How do we actually tailor it to what we're trying to achieve?
This is where it gets really interesting. So let's say stress is your main enemy, right? Imagine taking ashwagandha in the afternoon, just as those cortisol levels are starting to rise. You can feel the anxiety creeping in.
It's like sending in reinforcements before the enemy even attacks.
Exactly. A teaspoon of ashwagandha powder whisked into some warm milk. It's like this soothing elixir to counter the chaos of the day. Or maybe an ashwagandha latte, create a ritual to reclaim your calm.
These aren't just recipes. These are like ancient formulas passed down through generations.
Now, if sleep is the battlefield, imagine taking ashwagandha an hour or 2 before bed capsule or tablets for convenience, or maybe a warm tonic. Ashwagandha blended with chamomile, lavender, other botanical allies to help you drift off into a deep sleep.
It's like brewing a potion for the soul, using the wisdom of the earth to restore balance.
And for those looking to sharpen their mental focus, ashwagandha can be your morning fuel. Blend it into a smoothie, stir it into your yogurt, sprinkle it on your oatmeal. It becomes a catalyst for focus, clarity, and sustained energy throughout the day.
It's like igniting the mind's fire, getting ready to face the day's challenges.
And on the fitness front, studies suggest that taking ashwagandha before or after a workout can actually enhance your performance, speed up recovery, and even reduce those post-workout aches. Imagine it blended into your pre-workout shake or added to your post-workout smoothie with some protein and antioxidants.
It's like a secret weapon to boost our physical potential, to push past our limits.
But remember, ashwagandha is not a lone wolf. It works best when it's part of a holistic approach. A life that includes nourishing foods, mindful movement, and moments of stillness.
It's about aligning our actions with this ancient wisdom to create a synergy that unlocks our full potential.
This is about more than just supplements and strategies. It's about rediscovering a connection to something ancient and powerful, a wisdom that's been waiting for us all along.
And that's the true power of ashwagandha. It's a catalyst, a guide, a reminder that we hold the key to unlocking our own extraordinary potential.
So go out there, explore, experiment, and remember, this is just the beginning of your journey. There's still so much more to discover, to unearth, to unlock.
Until next time, keep diving deep.